Now, ladies and gentlemen, the past couple of months for Counter-Strike Global Offensive has been absolutely insane, with player numbers specifically. Player numbers the past couple of months have been absolutely skyrocketing and rising at a very rapid rate. And on top of that, there's nothing really big going on in CSGO update-wise. There's no Source 2. There's no operation. There's not even any sort of event going on like the 10th anniversary yet we're hitting almost all-time high player numbers, which is a huge milestone and achievement for CSGO. Well, with that happening right now, with more people coming to the game, maybe some older players are returning, we're seeing the skins and the cases and the stickers rising with that as well, because with new players and older players coming back, they're going to want to buy back things they had in the past, and for older players and for newer players, they're going to want to buy things they've never seen before that are very interesting, which is driving up the demand for cases and unboxings like no other. Well, that's kind of what I want to discuss in today's video. Do we see an end to this possibly in the near future? Are the most recent hypes and videos I've seen by other creators in the community kind of full of BS? Or is there enough evidence to back some of the statements a lot of people have made recently? And well, that's kind of what I want to discuss in a laid back and chill commentary. And well, before we do that, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button and of course subscribe. And here's a quick word from our video sponsor, SkinsMonkey. Now today's video sponsor is of course SkinsMonkey. Now if you guys are unfamiliar with what SkinsMonkey is, they are currently the biggest growing Counter-Strike Global Offensive trading marketplace for skins, which is absolutely amazing, with great fees as well. Let's just say you guys have some skins you're really not feeling anymore. SkinsMonkey is the best way to trade them. In this trade, to be exact, I actually profited 18 cents, which doesn't seem like a whole lot, but considering it's a trading website, it's actually very, very good. Sign up today to get up to a $5 bonus, which is very nice. And if you've never used the website before, well, you can use my code MANDO, go up to the top right, you claim that bonus. And if you guys want to deposit with real life cash or crypto, you get a 25% deposit bonus, which is very, very nice. So me, the past week or two, I've been very AFK or away from YouTube, I would say, especially on the content creation side of things. And as of coming back, I've seen a lot of creators, some like Jesus, for an example, who used to be a CSGO investing YouTuber. Now they've kind of moved to the, I would say, average CSGO YouTuber, kind of on stories, hacks, really cool skins and whatnot. But he's kind of made his way back to the skins market. And he says, your skins are going to the moon. Here's why. TDM Jesus. And this was a video that was released one day as of making this. So on August 7th, that was made and it was actually posted, which was pretty interesting. And he actually made some pretty good points and some pretty good statements that I want to discuss in today's video. There's also been a lot of other YouTubers talking about how skins are just skyrocketing up in price. And I feel like a lot of people, I know Jesus talked about it in his video, how pretty much the player numbers are what's causing these skins to go up, which I've talked about in the past. But there's a lot of people who are making these videos that don't understand that or maybe haven't done enough research on this matter specifically. And that kind of leads into the first point where if you're going to buy CSGO skins or really buy anything in general, you should really do your own research. Take everything, what everyone says on the internet or just YouTube in general with a grain of salt before maybe going into that specifically. Do some research, look at some other things that are very similar. If it's maybe buying into a case or a certain sticker, look at very similar items at certain points in different years, maybe the past couple years because they've been very similar to this one. Or look at a completely different market to get some different ideas and some different inputs on the matter. But with the CSGO player count, we've had an all-time high so far of CSGO being out at 1.3 million. I'm pretty sure that peaked during the COVID and pandemic era of Counter-Strike. In 24 hours, we're actually not that far off from reaching that. We're at 918,000 players, and the past 26 minutes is 700,014, which is absolutely crazy to consider. When in years prior, these are usually the type of months where we're minusing hundreds of thousands of players. Like in June 2021, we lost 100,000 in June 2021. We lost 100,000 concurrent players, which obviously that dropped quite a bit after that because of that specifically. And this is when people started going outside more and the world started kind of reshaping itself. But we're kind of back at the peak. Maybe little by little, we might start to hit that once again. And with some huge updates possibly coming in the near future, August 10th, for an example, the 10th anniversary of CSGO right around then, we're going to be getting most likely the CS10 sticker capsule. And I've made multiple videos on the possibilities of Source 2 coming out as well, which I think would bring a lot of players that are coming back from CS that haven't played in a few years. Maybe they're going to come back from Valorant. A lot of those streamers are going to come over. CS is probably going to get the most traction it's ever had in its entire life. So that'll be really, really insane for the CSGO skins market. A possible operation is also in the mix when everyone's pretty much asking for one right now and assuming we're going to get one very soon, but I don't think that's going to happen at this point. Literally, most likely just because there's so many other things that Valve is working on. And on top of that, they have to remove the Antwerp major, add in a new major later on, come up with some new designs, and of course put that out as well. But that's kind of a conversation for another time. So yes, in theory, CSGO skins would go up more than they are right now if you are interested in buying some at this moment in time before any big update comes out, because CSGO player numbers are growing, and the more updates we get, it's just going to grow on top of that. And on top of that, if we get an operation, that usually crashes a lot of prices. But this is where I kind of want to get into the things where we debate, or maybe are a little controversial on this end. CSGO this year, anyway, with investing has been absolutely insane, or maybe some might say the past 2 years have been like this, where everything we've predicted really hasn't gone our way. For an example, Chinese New Year and some years prior, when the Chinese were really starting to blow up CSGO skins, making them a lot more expensive than they were in years prior just because of the supply and demand, they went up a lot in around February during that time. And really up until this year, it didn't really happen. It was kind of delayed a couple months. Great example is what's happening right now with the CSGO player base and player count. Player numbers are rising when in a time they're supposed to probably be at 500,000 or 600,000 instead of the 900,000 we see on a daily basis. And with investments, it's the exact same deal. What we thought was going to go up at a certain time or what was going to blow up didn't blow up, and it was something completely different. So that's where I would say maybe take it with a grain of salt from what you're hearing. In the past couple of months for some of my videos, since player numbers have been rising and CSGO skins have gone up a lot in a very short period of time, that's not always the best thing ever. Because what I'm seeing right now on YouTube, everyone's talking about the hype of skins, and this is what everyone talks about when CSGO skins go up. When skins are going up, everyone's having a good time. It impresses and pleases your audience, it impresses you and pleases you with the numbers you're getting back on some of your videos. But in reality, a lot of people forget what actually happens after that and what's going to happen. It's inevitable. You cannot stop it from happening. Skins and prices will eventually start to go down. At some point in the year, it might take a year, it might take 6 months, it might take only a week, but eventually they will start to go down. People just lose interest in playing the game and having some of their skins, because if they're not playing, they don't care about their skins, might as well sell them if you're not playing. Make some extra money you can have in your pocket at that time. But for the foreseeable future, and right now, skins I would say are perfectly fine. They're most likely going to go up. But it's always good to have a reminder that skins are eventually going to go down. Not a complete crash, but if you have a lot of liquidable items, like some of the cases for an example, it's just good to have that, in my personal opinion, in the back of your mind at that moment in time. Now for the next 4 or 5 months, I would say we're probably going to be going sky high and most likely going to be passing and surpassing the player number of the all-time high player numbers we've seen for CSGO. And of course, skins are most likely going to blow up with that. Peace out, guys.